Hi, I'm Jeff Price, Professor of Aviation Management at the Metropolitan State University of Denver and the lead author of Practical Aviation Security, Predicting and Preventing Future Threats. The recent video of a passenger being pulled off of an airplane in Chicago is disturbing to say the least. While we don't know all the sides to the story yet, there should never be a situation in which a nonviolent individual gets to the point of having to be dragged off of an airplane. Ultimately, while the airline is responsible for getting the passenger to their destination, under the airline's contracted carriage, there's some flexibility about both how and when that actually happens. You can review United's contracted carriage on their own website. I'm sure an attorney can find justification somewhere in there, but upon first glance, I can't really see where it's okay to randomly select people to toss off the plane. Passengers can be denied boarding if the flight's oversold, but they must be advised that they may be subject to being denied boarding due to the oversold situation and must, at a minimum, be offered transportation on the next available nonstop flight. Passengers can also be offered compensation and booked on the next flight at the discretion of the carrier. There are reasons for being taken off a flight, usually related to safety, security, or health, and ultimately the captain, as the pilot in command, has the final authority as to who can and can't be on the flight. While the passenger has paid for a seat, that seat's on a conveyance operated by a business, not the government. The police in this matter don't really have the discretion to tell the airline to allow the passenger to stay on board. It's similar to someone being in a business and refusing to leave the premises after being asked. When the business owner calls the police and asks to have someone removed from the business owner's property, police remove them from the property in order to get compliance with the law. I do wonder about the technique the security or police personnel used, as there are several come along holds that can get someone to comply. But I wasn't on scene and don't know exactly what happened, so I can't speak to the technique one way or the other. I hope at the end of the investigation that will surely follow that this was just a bad decision made by an individual and not some sort of company policy. Businesses generally have the right to refuse service, but the situation's extreme, to say the least. The airlines need to not only make this right, but figure out a workable solution for the oversold situation, or else the public will demand that Congress will take action like they did with the tarmac delay rule. Let's hope they make this situation right.